It's taking a little bit. Been too damn busy to take video. But we've got this all sheared, and yes, that we're cutting out for the window, not a sliding door, a window. So we've had 2 days of decent weather here, and that's kind of what we thought we'd do, get this all sheared and closed up for the onslaught of water coming our way. So we've got some inside work to do. While it's raining, we need to frame this out for the window that's going in here. I forget how big it is. I'll have to look at our plans, but we've got all that repaired. And then up top, same deal. We've got a new sliding door that we're gonna install, but it's 8 feet, not 9 feet. So we've got to frame in a little bit, thank God. And we've got a little bit of work to do here, and actually downstairs. So that stud, top, well, this whole stud, it looks great, except from the outside. Once we peeled the old siding out, that whole top corner, I could just stick my hand in it. So we've got to kick that out, got to undo all this wires and repull those. We're replacing this header beam. When we pulled the siding off, you could really see the twist in it. Might be able to saunt it here. Let me see here. Not really. But the thing is twisted bad. So this end is in to about here. It's a bad twist. It's a tight twist. This section, the center maybe 4 feet, is pretty straight, and then it kicks back this way at that end. So we're replacing it. It's all checked up there, cracked on both sides. It's not going to get any better. That, and this is 9 foot, and they only had single trimmers underneath the header, which is no bueno. Anything approaching 8 feet, I think, has to have doubles. This didn't, but, well, yes, it did. Anyway, gonna be replacing that. The center of the double top plate, the ridge, well, it's not a ridge because it doesn't kick off. The double top plate up there starts to sag right after this, this giant beam. And there, it's kind of sagging in between, no surprise. So we did not nail in the top of the shear, we screwed it in. So when we're ready, we unscrew it, get a couple in here, jacked up to bring that ridge perfectly straight. And that'll be that. We've got to come in and actually add double studs wherever our joints are. We started from the outside edge, worked our way in, and it looks like the layout, the 16s, 4 foot on, started this way, went that way. They did split single studs for the seams. We don't do that. It's, why? What's another $12 for a piece of wood? So that's what we're doing. We've got a little bit of inside work to do, and you can see, well, why is that gap so damn big? Why? Because it helped us. It helped us gain on that side, and we're cutting that out. But that looks a bit excessive. I'll have to check that again. It just, oh, you know what it is? It's, there's no nailing here. So they're just warped in and out, these panels, a little bit. I've kind of just got perimeters and a couple, I think I measured from the insides and hit a couple studs, but this panel, it's pushed out, makes the gap look bigger. Same on this. I didn't hit that stud, I just hit the tops. I think I hit the middle one. So they're just gapped funny. They're actually sucked pretty tight. Should get it up in there. We used 8 penny nails, spacing the panels this way, and then 16s at the split in the 2 levels of the floor, just to make sure we've got gap for expansion and contraction, and the actual shear line that's supposed to be between floors. Doing that with the shear and the siding. Of course, this shear is not necessarily intended for its shear value necessarily in our application. We're just doing it for more or less support, because we're gonna put that hardy board up here and it's heavy and we don't want to have to worry about making sure we hit studs. Should be an easier way to do it. It does tremendously improve the strength. When I was out yesterday on the man lift, kind of moving this, touching this wall, pulling shit off of it, this whole wall was just, it was scary. I would never put a ladder up against it and climb on it the way it was. Now she is tight. Like, I accidentally bumped it with a man lift. Didn't bat an eye. So yes, the shear value will be there. We will go out and pull strings and mark where studs are and get the proper nailing schedule on our edges through the field. But for now, we just need to close it up. So it's holding, it's not gonna go anywhere. Get a little bit of a breeze through there, but we just make sure we close all the doors and everything. So there should never be any positive pressure in this room for any reason. It should work out just fine. I've got to make notes on how all this wiring's laid out, to get back here to pull this balloon. Oh, and that's the other thing. We still have to come in and put our fire blocking in here. There's a few of these that are just ballooned. And there is no fire blocking at the correct height for, I don't know. Damn it. I sound like an idiot because I'm a mechanic. This is not my cup of tea. I am way out of my swim lane. But if I could do it, well, just don't think that you can't. Don't be too overwhelmed. If you find yourself in a project like this, the only way I could stomach doing this, I hate wood, I hate concrete, I hate them both. I do dirt and metal. It's too easy to take away and remove with dirt and metal. Wood and concrete, not so easy. I am not a perfectionist. Luckily, old boy in there, old Skipper, it's hard to work with him. He's too much of a perfectionist. I'm ready to call it good, and he's fighting over 30 seconds. But I guess that's why his shit all looks professional. Right? Skipper?
What's up?
Right. Looks good. He's even got a little. Damn it. Yeah, we had to take the deck out. Me and Skipper both fell through over there. I was coming out of this, down through the floor. I had fell in over here at one point, coming out through there, and I had fell through in here somewhere. Skipper fell through here, next to the one I did, and then almost again over there. So we had to rip that out. This shit is just terrible. There was not one, you got pure block, then you got your little block. There was not one of those blocks that was any good. They were all damn near completely rotted. As I was taking out board, they were just falling over. They were not, well, back in this area, they fell over. That one actually held up. That one down there fell out. But that one actually kind of put out a fight. because it was still, the hanger was still good. The end meat under there was still good. But this is interesting. Good, 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 good. What the fuck?
There was a vent there.
Not here there wasn't.
There was.
Not here there wasn't.
Look at that 2x6 block. See it?
No, the vent was down there.
I know.
There was no vent here. This is where it was rotten from the inside and I had to pull them out. Remember? That hole. So, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. She's a little back there. Ooh. So that must have been a vent. I've got.
Used to be.
Is there something in here to support? Nope. So this end of this is, it's not supported. These, which would explain why this wall's doing this, or the floor is doing that on the inside. So rather than go through the sill plate with this water pipe, I'm gonna bring it up and come through the blocking. Put a bit, or the joist, whatever, the 4x6. Put a hole straight through it. That way it's captured plate. Here, okay, it's not a full beam. And I know there's nothing on the inside of this, down for a ways. You think they put a beam in here, Skip? Or do you think that's just doubled up 2x6s?
2x6.
2x6.
Look at that. What,
Let's
right here?
take a gander.
Oh, check this out.
Oh no, we got a beam here. So we got a beam to that point.
Yeah.
And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 different pieces.
And then this right here, there's 1, 2,
That-
3, 4, 5, 6 pieces.
That there
Is that all this
is not a beam.
What?
It's a 2x. It's doubled up.
Really?
And this here is the beam. So beam doubled, because I see the damn nails, doubled beam. But the end of that beam, no, the end of the beam was fine, but
So why can't we put like
that's
4x6
no
in the
bueno.
whole way?
Say that again.
Why couldn't we put a 4x6 in?
Why can't we? That's just one little wall to jack up.
No big deal. I've got jacks. I've got 3 tons.
We've
I
got-
4 tons. I got whatever you need.
We've got all the jacks. We've got jack ons, jack offs. So, but it'll be raining, so we're gonna attack. Oh, look at this treat while we're here. I saw this in one of the last videos that I was editing, because we were screwing around with this. We had noticed this, that it's just not right, and we're thinking, well, that's sunk because the wood underneath is bad, and that's 2 stories. This 2x6 is still, the tongue and groove is still rolling. This one's still rolling. There's no support under this load-bearing wall that supports a piece of block and another piece of block. These two are the 2x8s on end, right? Sistered. Block for the joists. Runs over. This is 5/8 sheetrock. Half inch? No, it's 5/8. Yeah, it's up there. It's 5/8. So that's terrific. We're gonna have to look at the plans, and we may have to. This should have been, I'm guessing, a 2x6 wall going down. I mean, it makes sense. It's holding up a second floor that's holding up a, you know, that. And, well, I don't know if we can get in there. Well, that. All of of that. Again, just happened to notice when I was editing my video going, oh, that's not right. So, I mean, you've got this vent here. Maybe it was to miss, but why wouldn't this? I don't know. We'll have to look at the plans. Got any ideas? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear it.